Mi klik sur le rock sec, so mi karek like lo arak pu me silhouette correct. Iloas, Kloa Marak. Abundance family. How are you feeling on this fine day? How are you feeling on this fine day? Today I want to talk about gym workouts versus nature workouts. And this is for all the beings of ascension. If you're a being and you just are sleeping, you happen to stumble upon my video, the gym is for you because you are a part of the simulation. I'm talking about the beings who are about to get their powers and their abilities back to the max. Being unlimited again, not having to travel in cars and buses and planes anymore. I'm talking to them beings. I'm talking to my ascended beings that have found my page. So let's talk about it. Gym workouts versus the nature workouts. Now, as you begin to get out in nature more, you have less time to go to the gym. You actually cannot stand going to the gym because you begin to notice that the gym is an entire simulation. It's a simulation, okay? And if you're one like me, and I know you are, that have been gang stalked by aspects of your mind because all is mind, the gym is a melting pot for beings to watch you train like a monkey. Coach, you just called me a monkey? Well, I mean, you ever been to the zoo? And you see those in containments they put the monkeys in and the gorillas in. You see nets on top of the ceilings. Sometimes you see pull-up bars. And you see medicine balls. They even give the lions medicine balls as well to kick around in their prison. The thing about humans is we voluntarily go to our prisons like school and work and the gym, where we're surrounded by false expectations of our bodies to please other beings that are of the matrix and the simulation. That stuff. We work out past our body's actual natural build. There are 3 different body types, and then there are a mix of body types. There's ectomorph, there's endomorph, and there's mesomorphs. Ectomorphs are more like my type, lean, muscular type of build. You have mesomorphs, those ones that didn't really have to work out in high school, and they always seem to be just big and ripped. And then you have endomorphs who can eat a piece of bread and gain 20 pounds overnight. The bigger, like the rounder build, those are endomorphs. And based off of your body type, that's what it should be. Now, if you're an endomorph, obviously you got to be a little bit more leaner, which means less carbs. But we're not getting into that deeply, okay? Because I had a whole life in fitness. I did the whole being ripped thing, looking this particular way thing. But it wasn't for my body. It was because of what the world would say if you didn't look a certain way, especially if you're a masculine. Because when masculines work out and they want to look a certain way, we're looking a way to impress the females because females run the damn world as they always did, okay? And then when females see other females in the gym getting that big old booty, they go to the gym and try to get a big booty because if their booty's naturally not big, they feel less than. So they have to go to the gym and do a tremendous amount of squats to make their butts all super big to get the masculines. And then they also are competing with other feminines as well. This is all bullshit, okay? Your body is your body, and your body's supposed to be the way it is and just in shape as the way it is, okay? This is what your body is called for. Everybody has a particular body that's called for, but society tells you you have to eat all this food to look this type of way. And if you're an ascendant being at this time, you're like, yo, I can't eat that much no more. So what happens when you begin to find yourself and begin to ascend? You eat less and then you lose weight. And what does society tell you when you begin to eat less and lose weight? What do they tell you? Oh, you okay? You looking sick? Yada, 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 to make you go back to filling yourself up with a tremendous amount of food that makes you feel too grounded and puts your body into a constant state of digestion and stresses your organs out. This is not natural. So gym workouts versus nature workouts. Back to that before I digress too much. Just wanted to get into the whole health thing and how that is a trick as well. Okay? So basically with the whole health thing, my family, and the whole gym thing, you have nature on a hike, right? You're on a hike in nature and you're using all of your ligaments and all of your tendons, right? Which support the muscles. I've done the gym thing. I've done playing basketball. I'm pretty good at it. Was pretty good at it before I quit. I've done bowling thing. Pretty good at it before I quit. And what I have to show for it was 2 degenerative hips, 2 torn Achilles with 6 surgeries when they tried to mess me up when I did it to myself and went to the hospital. MCL, ACL, PCL, slight tears, quadricep tendonitis. And the moment I began to go out in nature and hike, let me show y'all my shoes real quick as I hike. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all my shoes. I wear barefoot shoes when I hike, which supports the natural curvature of your feet. And you have to build your feet up for this because at first, when you stop wearing those nutty ass sneakers and you start to ground yourself in nature, your ankles will begin to hurt because they have never been used properly. They've been used on something, on a flat surface, which is not natural for you, on wood, when you have rubber on, which you can't connect with, and you're stopping and going. Meanwhile, you're going to the gym after you play basketball to squat, but you're not really doing anything for your ligaments with the uneven ground. Then you're on pull-up bars when you're surrounded by trees in nature and you can climb a tree, and you'll find how much of your body you use when you climb a tree comparable to a pull-up bar where you go nowhere. Because you're not just using your body when you climb a tree, you're also using your mind and your fear senses. So then you realize that when you climb certain trees, you lose strength if you have fear. So you're using all the faculties of your body when you begin to tap into the elements of nature. Even walking out in nature is much more stressing on the body, which is invigorating. It goes from stressing to invigorating to the body than walking on a Stairmaster or a treadmill. You want to walk on a real Stairmaster? Climb a mountain. I'm on a mountain. This is a real Stairmaster, and this is really going to test you. Then being in the gym on a Stairmaster, literally going nowhere, right? That's the whole thing. A gym is about going nowhere. You're in one place, you're lifting a weight, you think you're doing something, you're just making your body bigger, but you're not really going anywhere. And when you're in nature, you're going somewhere because you're going somewhere within and you're going somewhere externally as well as you are in your true immune system. When you work out in the gym of nature, it begins to heal your body as you're working out. When you work out in the gym of the simulation, you actually have to work out and then you have to go heal. I can heal while I'm moving here, all right? This is where you should be. Now, you can do what you want to do. But if you're ascending, them gyms ain't going to be around soon anyway. You're not going to be needing that. So you might as well move as if you already have your planet back and get used to the atmosphere of the pheromones of nature, because that is you, my family. You will find yourself in nature. But if you're not looking to find yourself, take your ass to the gym and go under them unnatural fluorescent lights while all them simulation beings are watching you not know yourself, while you are sweating, mixing germs with everybody else when you touch these weights that somebody else touched, breathing in their, the carbon dioxide, and I'll forget which one, what's those fucking science technical terms, you know what I'm talking about, breathing in their own gases, right? When you could be out here, deal with the calibration, because at first it's a difficult calibration when you first start working out in nature, and then as you calibrate, you'll look forward to it, and then when you go into a gym will be pure hell. A gym like, damn, this gym is like, I feel like I'm in a zoo. It's like it's a monkey cage. What the freak is this? Even like the way I look at the sports I used to like die for and love, I'm like, all that to throw a fucking ball in a hole, all that to roll a ball down an alley over and over and over again. I quit those sports because I'm like, yo, this has got to be more than this. And if we're meant to fly, that shit don't even resonate with us. How many times I gotta see a person shoot a basketball in a hole from a distance? I would rather jump from a mountain to a mountain off of a tree on a mountain. How about starting to manifest that? But you don't manifest that when your reality is still thinking that the gym is going to get you in shape comparable to the true elements of nature, the chaotic aspects of nature. Now, what about you? What do you think? Do you think that you are benefiting yourself going to a gym? Or do you feel that you should be really going to nature and you're just struggling with the transition? In order to get to the transition, you just got to do it. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. And sooner or later, your body will begin to adapt because you have trained your body to get used to less atmospheric conditions. And when you train your body to deal with these conditions of you, because this is really you, your body will love it, thirst for it, crave for it. And if you're not having it, you're going to feel funny about that. How about you? What do you think about this? Gym workouts versus nature workouts? Because I feel the greatest I've ever felt in my life, no matter how big I used to be. This is what it is, because I'm tapping into my other strength, my other gifts, my other minds. Klags o amalawap, the korek sumagst, kli ereg, ho clear emereg sukamast.